Yeah, what up, y'all? Crazy here. How's everybody doing tonight? How's that for an intro? The black screen of death. Okay, so how is everybody doing tonight? Unlike other people that you would watch, like back in the day, I actually care. I kind of want to know how things are going. Braden Walker, what's going on? I see you up in the chat. Whoop whoop to you as well. All right, allow me to go ahead and fill the vape because I definitely need my nicotine. I honestly got to say, man, I got a little bit of a slow start, man. I've been kind of pushing myself very, very heavily. Um, like, oh my God, I've just been on the run. And there was something that I was supposed to have with me, and I don't know where oh, there it is. Okay. All right, I see people coming up in the chat. Bizarre17, Ivy Killa, Juggalotus BD John, whoop whoop to all of y'all. Hells to the fuck yeah. And there goes my monetization, I guess. So, before we get into the show, I have something big, or at least I think that it's big, for me to share. So, as a lot of you know, I am an avid collector of retro and modern video games and stuff. And so, I have to start off with this. My collection that I currently have, I started accruing games for it around 2015, 2016, 2017, somewhere in that vein, right? And one of the games that I wanted, I would probably say around Super Gathering, I tried to set up a PayPal in order to try to amass donations because it's a very high price game. And I kind of got shit on for it, even though like it was meant to be kind of like a joke. It still felt like I was kind of getting shit on for it, just for the act of putting out a PayPal for those to donate so that way I could get the game. Not to say that I wasn't going to put my own money into it, of course, but still, nevertheless. Well, here we are 7 years later. And thanks to the good people over at Disc Traders in Granville, Michigan, I now have myself a physical copy, an authentic physical copy of Little Samson. When I tried to do the PayPal thing, this game was worth, I want to say $1,200. As of right now, this game is almost double that. Out of pocket, $2,285 after tax. And now I have a physical copy of it. This is one of the grails of the NES. And I know that there's going to be a lot of you that are going to look at that and be like, you bought a small piece of plastic for $2,200, you dumb motherfucker. Apparently you don't understand the concept of collecting things. And this is one of those things. I expect to be robbed anytime this week. But this week has actually been rather fucking good. Other than working, this is one of the things that I wanted to get into. So now that I got that out of the way, am I going to get it graded? No, because fuck WADA. Fuck WADA. That's all I have to say about that. I hate the concept of WADA. I think that it's stupid to grade these games. Like, crack it open and let's play. Like, bro, you know the beauty of having that physical copy is I never have to take it out of this plastic sleeve because I got this son of a bitch and I can play it off of this. So this is never going to come out of the fucking sleeve. This is the closest to grading that I'm going to actually get. And so to anybody who tried to talk shit on me about never being able to get this game, fuck you, because I've got the game now. And you just lost the game. You probably would flip that, but I'm not going to. See, like, the thing about it is that having this in my collection is one of those premier things for me. Having a game that is worth $2,000, like, that's raining fucking diamonds for me, bro. Like, I think I could say that I have surpassed a certain clout god in the level of clout, but in a different realm of clout. Get it graded and sell it for $10,000. I'd rather not. You know, like, it still costs money to fucking grade this shit, you know? And I'd rather not have to fucking do that. To me, I'd rather just keep it the way that it is. Besides, the total value of my fucking shit is worth like $23,000 as it is. Like, if I wanted to, I could flip the whole fucking collection and probably get the gold NWC cart, but I'd rather just save the money so I can get the NWC cart. See, for me, it's not about flipping the shit. It's about obtaining the stuff. Like, this is one of those games that's probably going to end up getting buried with me. But moving right along, that was probably the biggest event that that happened throughout my week. One of the main things when it concerns my week, though, is like, yeah, I'm a minimalist, only collect the tools, right? But you know, I'm not gonna fucking do that. But I gotta say, dude, here's my fucking story. All right, I woke up this morning late. I drove for like an hour doing my fucking side hustle, and something just said, "Today's the day. Get this motherfucking game," because this game has been sitting at that store for almost a year now. And I've glossed over it. I know that there have been other collectors in town that is, that have glossed over it, passed it by, and I was just like, something just inside, intuition told me today is the day. Get this game. So I called the place up, and normally they're not staffed enough to be able to keep the store open on Sundays for some fucking reason. Like like I had almost completely given up on that store being open on a Sunday. So I just called them up just to see if they were open. And I was like, "Hey, do you still have that physical copy of Little Samson?" They said, "Yes." They said that they would hold it. I was like, "Okay, I guess I'm going to have to come in, check it out and get it." And they asked me if I wanted to hold it. I said, "Yes." And so they held it over. I came into the store. We went through. The entire time I drove there, I had anxiety. The entire time I was there, even though I knew they held it for me, I had anxiety. These guys were just as excited for me buying this motherfucker as I was. And the entire time I drove home, the anxiety was still there. My anxiety did not, for having this game in my possession, this is too much power for one man to hold in their hands. So, man, and that's just this game. What's going to happen when I get the fucking Flintstones surprise at Dinosaur Peak, or if I actually get a gray NWC cart, Like, I'm going to have so much anxiety, it's going to be fucking insane. So, my thing, though, the thing about it, I honestly have to say, what the hell is going on with my chat? Like, why is it the chat on my screen is all fucked up looking? I need to figure that out. I don't know why it's doing that. But anyways. Maybe if I... Yep, that's the problem. That was the problem. Okay. So anyways, yeah. So, like, I thought it was really cool, though, that they ended up being as excited, if not more excited, for me to, for me to fucking buy this game. I thought it was dope as shit. So, thank you for those people that actually did that. And then after that, I showed it to my parents. My parents don't understand it. I showed it to my son. My son doesn't understand it. I told one of my moderators on Twitch about it. She knows about it, and she's been anticipating me getting this fucking game. I even told people that I haven't talked to in about a year about this shit, and they're just like, "Holy shit. I can't believe that you got this." So, I mean, for me personally, like, I'm happy as hell that I have this game now. It's in my possession. It is mine. It belongs to me after 7 years. And anybody who said that I couldn't do it, fuck you. I did it. This has been, like, the 2024 has been such a good year for me with so many things that have been laying in abundance. And I honestly have to say, and I said this on Facebook, and this is going into the next thing. I said on Facebook that I don't know if it's just me, but I'm still kind of feeling the energy of positive fucking vibes coming from the gathering of the Juggalos. Because I know that there are other Juggalos out there who go through their fucking Juggalo, their post gathering depression. I'm just going to go ahead and do this. I'm going to zoom out for a little bit. I know that there are a lot of Juggalos out there who go through a lot of their post-gathering depression and they're sad because they're not around the Juggalos and stuff like that. But after everything that I saw, and I can't stop saying this, I want more. I want to see more. I want to do more. I'm fired up. I'm positive. I'm feeling the positive vibes. And I want to do this. I want to help other people with their shit. I want to be able to see a positive abundance of people doing a whole bunch of other things. And the people who don't want to be positive about it, fuck them all. They can go ahead and do their thing. They're not getting my cosign. And that's the way it is for me. Like, that's where I'm at right now. Like, I am on a very high positive level, just nothing but positive vibes. The vibration of energy is so fucking high for me that it's giving me an anxiety attack for buying a fucking piece of plastic for $2,000 fucking dollars. And with that said, there were some of these people that I've actually been wanting to help out. One of them, you already know, Don fucking Chaos. If you don't know his fucking story, it's not mine to fucking tell. But what I will tell you is that something happened that caused it so his original channel got shot the fuck down and shut down. It's been nuked, and he has to start completely over, which is very unfortunate because I love Don Chaos. Don Chaos is the homie. I am not going to time out Dr. Shocker. You can do that on your own, fam. But Don Chaos is my boy. So if you haven't subscribed to Don Chaos yet, you need to do so. And unfortunately, I did not put his fucking @ in the chat. I'm going to have to find that real quick, even though it's kind of unprofessional of me to be doing this type of stuff, but it's Don fucking Chaos. I've got to hook up the homie. So yeah, @Don_Chaos. He's already at 147 subscribers. He's going to be doing his thing over at over on this show. He's still, like he said on his last live stream in his chill sesh that he's still getting ready to do. Yep, exactly. Y'all know who it is. The Karma Millionaire. He's on Carnival Spirits. He's our boy. Yes, our friendly neighborhood Juggalo. So fucking, we gotta hook him up. We gotta get him up in numbers. So if you don't know, now you know. It's time to subscribe. Spread his fucking channel out there. Give him some love. Let's get him back up to 1,000 subscribers where he fucking belongs. You gotta understand, ninjas and ninjettes, that this motherfucker won a Replicon Award. He won a Replicon Award. This is a fucking situation that I have not fucking touched because I keep disappearing. But that's beside the point. The point is that Don Chaos, what happened to him, I personally feel he did not deserve this shit that he got. And so I'm here basically now. Not only am I trying to revitalize my channel, but I also want to help support his channel as well. And so I fucking am in the chill stream, and I waited until today to basically say that shit. Subscribe to that motherfucker, Don motherfucking Chaos. It is Don. It is @Don_Chaos. Here, I'll even put it in the chat. So there you go. at Don_chaos. Copy that, put it up in the search, subscribe to him. Let's get him back up to 1,000. Let's see. YouTube is gay. I now have to watch ads during a Juggalo stream. Fuck you, YouTube. No, actually, that's my choice because I'm a whore. And you should know by now, like, me make a money. And that's what kind of what I want to do. You know? I love you guys, but I also need to make back the money for buying a fucking $2,000 piece of cheap plastic. You know what I'm saying? I know everybody wants to know about what happened to Homeboy, but that's not what this is about. If anything, I'm trying to emulate what he used to do. But anyways, I mean, you guys can make up your speculations on your own. Good, kudos to you. That's not what this is about. This is about me and helping out other people. So Don Chaos actually isn't the only person that I want to fucking help out with, with fucking spreading out and trying to revitalize shit. Don Chaos obviously being one of them. I personally feel like Don Chaos needs to fucking be up on there. But another group, okay, that we need to fucking push back up there and start rewatching again, because back in the day there was so much fucking positivity and energy and love coming from our homies at Tales from the Lotus podcast. Our homies over at Tales from the Lotus podcast have not really had that big of a thing going on since the homie DJ Run for Cover passed away. You know what I'm saying? Like, and it's not necessarily to say that, oh, DJ Run for Cover, he was a great guy, but he wasn't the only part of the content that was really fucking putting it down. Thank you 621. That's the point that I'm fucking trying to make. If he comes back, he'll explain it. If not, I know everybody misses him, but that's what it is. But anyways, yeah, so like I ended up fucking chilling out with Tales from the Lotus podcast, which I believe I put the app for them in the description. So if you haven't subscribed to them, go ahead and subscribe to them. We did a stream earlier tonight around like 3 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Me, Scottish Misfit, and Warlockside kicking it, talking about old times, just having a fucking ball. The chat was fucking killing it. And just nothing but positive vibes once again. That was the whole fucking thing when it concerned being a part of that, and they were excited about everything else. Everybody was excited about doing this type of shit. Just being together and fucking chilling. Unfortunately, nobody came in and paneled up, but then again, I mean, it's all in the good. And unfortunately, I wasn't able to acquire a fucking clip or anything like that from today's episode of Tales from the Lotus podcast. I'd be able to show you the love the love indicator that we had on the fucking show, because we were all fucking, me personally, I feel like we were all fucking killing it, but we definitely, the way I see it, like Scottish Misfit has been putting it down as best as he can. And it just seems like, for rather than just talking about funny shit and having a good time and stuff, it just seems like a lot of people on other channels just are droll, low energy, and all they want to do is just talk negativity and dog shit. And it's like, no, fucking dude, there's more to life than just sitting around trying to fucking, strangely enough, try to find out about people's personal lives and shit. Trying to find fucking, trying to act like you're deep web juggalos or something. Like, no, dude, we gotta fucking have a talk show that is just nothing but funniness and random insanity. And that's exactly what Tales from the Lotus podcast used to provide. There was some times where there was a little bit of drama and some chaos, but at least it was funny to everybody, Well, let's see. What kind of drugs does everybody take at the gathering of the Juggalos? Acid or coke? No, dude, we boof Jeffries, okay? That's what we do. We boof Jeffries. Yeah, Jeffries, nitrous, just basically anything and everything. Butt chugging a fucking Faygo. Like, yeah, it's mostly all of them, but all of them have to be boofed. So there you go. Boof hard. You know what? In the chat right now, hashtag boof hard drugs. Braden Walker, mostly Molly and Nas. I'm gonna tell you this: you just basically explained every fucking forest-based concert venue. It's like whether it's the Gathering of the Juggalos or the Electric Forest, Molly and Nas. Nah, fuck that. Hashtag boof hard drugs. Boof hard drugs. That's what the Gathering of the Juggalos is about. It's not about Insane Clown Posse. It's not about Juggalos themselves. It's about gathering together so that way we can boof hard drugs. Continuing on that, and we boof airheads too. And Wacko's fucking new strain, which I heard was fucking good, but I don't smoke weed, so actually I don't do anything except this thing. And this isn't even CBD or nothing. Exactly. Anal inception. Or to put it simplistically, boof. Know your Juggalo lingo if you're going to talk shit about the fucking Juggalos. But then, strangely enough, you'll end up becoming a Juggalo yourself. Right? I don't need drugs to enhance the party. I am the party. Like that's how I explained it to everybody that was like saying something about the fact that I don't do drugs. It's just the fact that I don't need drugs to party because I already am the party. I can live it up with the rest of the fucking druggies without having to fucking do drugs. Hell yeah, Wes. And I know everybody's got a fucking love and hate boner at the same time for Child's Play Ninja. I understand. There, I said his name. You guys can come. I allow you. It takes me a gallon of horse tranquilizer to get me on the dance floor. It would be a panic on the dance floor, wouldn't it? Or would there be blood on the dance floor? You're strange, Andy. Anyways, so continuing along, enough of you motherfuckers in the chat. You listen to what I have to say. Tales from the Lotus podcast. We're bringing it back. We're trying to make the YouTube Juggalo community great again. Ironically, I have to fucking put it in that sense. You know what I'm saying? What up, Fairy Tale Solos? And another one. Now, I don't know if I guess this one's, like this one's to your own, this next one, I guess, is to your own devices, I guess I could say. So I'm going to have to actually put this up on here because we're switching. We're finally switching out and we're actually going to be playing some videos. So this one I actually just completely fucking ripped off. Have I had a chance to wear all the fresh jerseys? Every one of, like, two of them, except, like, I didn't wear the football jersey because I'm not a football jersey wearing guy. But yesterday, I do believe, I don't know if it was yesterday or today, but I did wear the white one. I wore both of them at the gathering. But anyways, yeah, so this other channel is known as the Unbreaded Podcast, and I was chilling on there. Unfortunately, I don't remember exactly where the timestamp was that I wanted to put up on here. However, I am just going to press play and try to scrub through because there was actually some pretty funny fucking moments that happened, at least in my view. But this is another open panel channel, and Stonehenge is one of the main guys that is one of the hosts of the Unbreaded podcast. So we're going to go ahead and hit play, and I'm going to try to fucking scrub through this. So I think it was probably maybe around the...
You're not.
There you go.
Bruh. Why would I give my fucking... Like, what is that? It's like, hey, Crazy, can I have the passcode to your phone? And then when you say no, I'm like, oh, what are you hiding? What are you hiding, Crazy? It's like, it's not the point. It's like, fuck you. I don't want you in my... Wish they did anyway.
Okay, so this is from the homie Little Nepotiz, and he's talking about his time in the loony bin. that happened sometime in the last 6 months since I've been Ghost. But before that, there was an event that ended up going down, which was absolutely fucking hilarious. Where like there was like this whole fucking thing that went down between me and Mr. Nepotist. Nothing negative or anything like that. I'm gonna have to disable this because you can hear us pretty fucking plainly. But around the 3-hour mark, let's go with that. That sounds comfortable. Because I like him.
Yeah. You gotta have some
well,
good
his Neopets impression isn't that good, but
I mean,
Right.
the dick sucking comparison joke can only go on so long. It does start to get stale, but yeah.
That was the thing. It was supposed to, but it really didn't.
I mean, yeah, I wish he would have stayed longer, but
that man needs a job in stand-up comedy. No cap. That dude needs to fucking do stand-up for a living. So who we're talking about? Imagine him as a fucking stand-up comedian. So we were talking about the homie Venomous, because Venomous came in and he was just absolutely fucking just drunk and off the hinges. But eventually it got to a point where the homie Anon Online ended up giving me and Nepotiz a hypothetical situation as to what like something involving Daisy Dukes or a pink fucking ballerina unitard. And me and little Nepotiz ended up fucking just breaking it down and just coming up with the absolute hypotheticals with that same fucking.
Yeah, but he would have to find a new bit. Like, that wouldn't fucking work. It's like, nobody would care about, it's like, oh god, like, I'm imitating Neopets. Like, that wouldn't work. That works for 5 minutes.
You just aim it at somebody in the audience.
Yeah, but that wouldn't work forever. You can't do the same shtick like that. Like,
well, yeah, but I'm pretty sure he's inventive enough. He could come up with something new.
I don't know. He's gone. And
of course, there is the fucking chirp on my cell phone of the fucking smoke alarm. I'll actually take that. I'll take that. I don't know where I'm going with that, but let's try to see if we can fast forward because I'm trying to find this spot. He started piping up.
All right, well, shut up, Neopets. And by the way, I'm looking straight ahead and forward like that because I'm stoned.
Would you rather suck dick in a Mercury Cougar or like a Hyundai Sonata?
This went on for almost an hour.
Would you rather die in the extreme cold or the extreme heat?
Extreme cold. That's an easy
right.
one.
I'm going to kill you in the extreme heat.
Alright.
And that does measure up to the fucking stoic sociopath look on his face.
You gotta have that, like...
See, like, we're basically just fucking around and having a good time. Now, I will say this, I'm not a huge fan of Little Nepotiz, but somehow, in some way, he and I were able to fucking bank off of each other for the duration of this period. Let me see if I can go forward a little bit more. What are we laughing about here?
So the dick is just...
They actually have a grape flavor. So I want to start handing out bottles of water and grape-flavored fucking liquid IV and just be like, here, have some free grape water.
Hey, crazy McKormik, would you rather be caught sucking dick in your mom's basement or her kitchen?
The basement, so I don't have to fucking go upstairs.
Well, but you would have to... Oh, so the dick is just brought to you.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, but
I don't chase, I attract.
Yeah, but then the person has to walk by and your mom might see them. You don't care?
I don't care. Like, that was probably the shining moment of the entire fucking live stream. So there was that. like, to be totally honest, like, I know that there's going to be some people who may or may not like Stonehenge, but I've been a friend of Stonehenge's for years. Like, I've known him since he started on YouTube. Some of the people that have come in on his podcast, one of them being Little Nepotiz, you know, like, they're kind of iffy, but mainly I go in there because Stonehenge is the homie, you know. Am I going to bring back the Department of Juggalo Affairs? That was never mine. That was actually, I think I think the whole Department of Juggalo Affairs had something to do with Warlockside and Scully the Rebel. If you like, I don't know if you guys remember him, but you know, like, that wasn't my shit. You know, that wasn't really my shit. That wasn't mine to control. He's got that attitude that it's the internet, so he can say pretty much whatever, which is antics got him in a mental health check, which he did talk about in this podcast, which is funny to me because some of the things that he ended up explaining, apparently he talks like this even off camera. Like, his online internet antics and quirkiness is not just a fucking internet gimmick. Like, he literally fucking talks like that off camera, which is interesting. Now, like I said, you know, I'm not his friend or anything like that. I can be cordial with him, but like, I'm not gonna try to be in a heated argument with the dude. So anything that he said on the Unbreaded podcast, I kind of just rolled with. What made it interesting for me at the most during this time that I was on there, from the time I was on there till the very end, I didn't hear a single word from the fourth person that's on the panel right there, which is Spooky Tuesday. As soon as I came in, he muted himself and he was nowhere to be seen. Now, I don't know why that was the case, because like, I actually wouldn't mind talking to him. You know, it's like I've said before, when it concerns a lot of these people who may be opposed to me, you know, or in the other camp, so to speak, I don't have problems with talking to these people. All of them, I wish them well into the future. But that's not what we're going to be continually talking about. You know, I've got a fucking show to run. Now, I will say this. When it concerns the fucking news, there wasn't really a whole lot of news that I felt like I was going to be able to cover. I even fucking went on Faygoluvers. So allow me to fucking shift over here and show Faygoluvers and see the news and whatnot. There really isn't a whole lot. So like, it's mostly like, okay, this person released something. This person released something. You know, Big Sherm promotes release of new EP, Nitrus's Escape Room with video and a Gorefest appearance. Now, Big Sherm, I've known him on and off for a couple of years. Sherm is actually very, very fucking cool, and he's very fucking chill. Popular podcast Swindled posts ICP versus FBI episode. We've seen all of that. You know, some of us have lived some parts of that. And then, of course, you also have some of the other things. Like, there were some of these that I just wasn't able to grab. And some of them I just didn't feel like I needed to fucking make a big post about. So, like, okay, most of these were just posted yesterday. Blazy Dead Homie, Cross Block, Buckshot, Blockwork Morgue, track list reveal. So I was not aware that Blazy Dead Homie was going to be coming out with a new album, which I just recently saw a video from the Dead Guy Uncensored, who made an announcement that there was an interview with Blazy Dead Homie, and I was actually able to find the interview that happened like 2 days ago. Probably would have been easier to help out, and I'm just saying this as a piece of advice. If you're going to talk about the interview that you watched on YouTube, post a link to the video that you're talking about. That might help give out a little bit of reference, and that might also help out with your algorithm. Faygoluvers exclusive. Dirtcore music signs legendary Canadian MC Jay Reno. So I don't, like, to be totally honest, like, I'm so fucking disassociated from a lot of underground shit because, you know, for the last couple of years, most of the stuff that I've been listening to has been metal music from fucking Japan, which I would love to see that type of shit at the Gathering of the Juggalos. That'd be nice, but we'll get into that later. Super famous Funtime guys cross with Clockwork E to release Let Me Go single from the Mighty Morphin Whackness EP. Now that actually sounds dope because they just wrapped up that fucking tour. And so like that'd be dope to fucking do. Now if they come out with a music video, I might fucking talk about it and even react to it on this channel. Because I actually I like Super Famous Funtime guys. I think that they're cool. I think that they're funny. Clockwork E, I feel like because one of them is dating one of my closest friends who was here from fucking YouTube, I have no choice but to support these motherfuckers. You know? It's like, I think it's a canon event. You know what I'm saying? Is that what the kids say these days? It's canon now? It's a fucking canon event. But one thing that I really wanted to talk about out of that list, I feel like that this was one of the things that we needed to talk about, and it's that they're already advertising the 25th annual Gathering of the Juggalos. They're considering it the Gathering of Legends. And there are some Juggalos that do other podcasts that have talked about this and have already come up with their hypothetical fucking ideas of who they want to perform at the Gathering of Legends next year. And there have been some of them that I can definitely fucking agree with. But I feel like the way that the way that the Gathering of the fucking Juggalos, Gathering of Legends, they said that we are the legends because we were able to come up and gather as a collective group of people for 25 fucking years. 26 if you want to count the Gathering in the Matrix. So a lot of other Juggalos that do live streams and podcasts have actually come up with some of their lists of ideas of who they would like to see. But personally, I feel like that there might be some of them that probably might not understand the concept of the legends part of it. And I feel like that with the Gathering of Legends, that could be a fucking form of any type of interpretation of who it is that, like, what are you going to consider legends? Like that to me is the question. What are you going to consider as a legend that's going to be in here? Now, one thing that I'm already going to tell you is that under no circumstances are we going to be able to see Dark Lotus, Psychopathic Riders, or anybody that is currently signed to fucking Magic Ninja Entertainment that was formerly signed to Psychopathic Records. So no Twisted, no Blaze, no Boondocks, no Otis, no fucking ABK. None of those guys have been there for the longest fucking time, so we're not going to see those. But if we're going to be talking about legendary status motherfuckers, it's going to be old fucks that they grew up with. It's going to be fucking people who have already been to the Gathering of the Juggalos multiple times that they don't currently have beef with. People that they might have toured with back in the day. And maybe even since they considered us as the legends, the whole Gathering 2025 might actually just be a lot of the Juggalos that that perform themselves, like the underground that are Juggalos themselves. So it could it could be a possibility where we could have some motherfuckers like Onyx. We could have Onyx fucking performing at the Gathering of the Juggalos. We could have Ice-T or Ice Cube fucking performing at the Gathering of the Juggalos. These are just speculative ideas. I think Jay would actually come in his pants if they were actually successfully able to get Pearl Jam to perform at the Gathering of the Juggalos, because in his mind, that is a legendary band, and I'm sure that he would like to see recognize your heels. Which I would too, because I'm actually a fan of Pearl Jam as well. On a weekend, on a Wednesday, on a radio. Whenever you fucking, whenever you have a bad day, you just got to think about something that Eddie Vedder once said. And end everything with the letter A, because that's how they did singing in the 90s. You know, so it could be that kind of idea. Hell, we might even be able to get, I don't know, the time back again. It could be motherfuckers that have performed multiple times at the Gathering of the Juggalos already, like the Cottonmouth Kings or King Spade. You know, so we could have something like that. There was one guy in a comment section for my last podcast episode who actually suggested maybe Bedlam would have a possibility. Bone Thugs and Harmony being another possibility on all counts. You know, so there's that. But then if they say, and if they said that, you know, we as Juggalos are the legends, then we're definitely going to have motherfuckers like Scum and LSP fucking kicking it again. Smalls one. You know, we'll probably end up having, well, we could possibly have Wicked Wood. You know, the homies Wicked Wood could possibly, you know, could be a possibility at main stage. You know, Bedlam, I would fucking agree with. But I'm, you know, because like Madness being the homie and shit. So that would be dope to fucking see. Illegal, that would be dope. You said, you know, I did say Smalls 1 being a possibility. You know, a lot of, you know, like the legends themselves. Tech 9 being another possibility, you know. But of course, I would definitely have to go with Cottonmouth Kings. Cottonmouth Kings, I wanted to see KMK this year. Jay has said something about how he would love to see that, all of that shit. You know what I'm saying? God damn it, Bizarre. Why you got to do that? You're a whore for saying that shit. I've seen him host. It's not pretty. But you know, so the thing is like, okay, it's up for, you know, I guess it's up to personal interpretation. What I would like to see is I'd like to see performances done by previous artists who have done gatherings in the past. And I think that it would be a good idea to have Kitty on there because Kitty was supposed to be on in 2002 and they double booked, so they had to replace Kitty with Esham. And that's another one. Esham being another fucking another gathering legend himself. You know? I mean, Esham is a legend in acid rap, in horrorcore, the wicked shit. He is a legend in and of himself. He is the godfather of the wicked shit. So he would have to be at the Gathering of Legends no matter how you slice the cheese. KMK has not been at the Gathering for too fucking long. Brother Lynch hung. Another person. And I said this, and god damn it, it better fucking come true. Joe, Joey, Rob, if you are listening, you had better fucking book Danny K. If you don't, there's gonna be some problems. I want to see Danny K get his Alaska ass back to the fucking Midwest and Danny K for main stage. And if you want to have another fucking Juggalo legend, I was just about to say that, Bizarre, Cluner. We definitely need Cluner back. You know who else we need back? Froggy Fresh. All three of those guys at the same day, same stage. That is a fucking party in and of itself. You know what I'm saying? Like, that would be dope just to see all three of those guys on at the same night. You've got Froggy Fresh, Cluner, Danny K, Jelly Roll. Have Jelly Roll come back. I don't care if he's doing country and he's not okay. I want him at the Gathering to make him okay. Is Lynch still cool with Juggalos? Seems like he was riding with Tech when they had the small beef. Dude, the beef between ICP and Tech happened for like 5 minutes. And it was over a miscommunication at Hot 97. You know? Like, I think they're fine. But it doesn't, you know, like, it doesn't matter. Tech needs to fucking come in. You know what I'm saying? Tech needs to fucking come into the Gathering of Legends. I think Ice-T ought to be coming into the Gathering of Legends. Danny K had better fucking do it. Cluner needs to come back. KMK, Froggy Fresh. Like, these are fucking some loved Juggalo acts. Now, there was one idea that I had, which might not be a popular idea. I think that they need to have a spot called the redemption stage. If you know what the word redemption means, then you might know where I'm going with this. Because every year at the gathering of the Juggalos, there's usually one act that is booed off stage and have stuff thrown at them. We call it the Bubba Sparks Award. And I personally think that the Bubba Sparks Award in and of itself is a legendary thing. So I personally think that there needs to be a redemption stage for all of the acts over the years that have been booed off stage, need to come back and redeem themselves at second stage. Second stage in the middle of the night. Give them the worst possible fucking shit and have them redeem themselves, humble themselves. Bubba Sparks being one of them. The No Limit Soldiers being another one of them. Tila Tequila. Well, never mind Tila Tequila. But Danny Brown, I believe, would be another possible one. Riff Raff. Another gathering legend that needs to fucking come back. Waka Flocka Flame. I actually agree with that one. Waka Flocka Flame needs to come back because that motherfucker knows how to party hard. You know who else knows how to party hard? Andrew WK. And so let's bring him back. Vanilla Ice, that's definitely another one. You think history will repeat itself? I don't know. I mean, take a look at how fucked up DJ Paul was 3 years ago, the last time he was at the gathering of the Juggalos, and he comes back this year and fucking schooled that shit. Now, keeping in mind, of course, we all respect DJ Paul, you know, and Gordy obviously redeemed himself too, you know. Lord Vader was able to fucking get himself in good respects with the Juggalo community. I personally think that there's a good chance that Bubba Sparks could do the same fucking thing. Have Babytron on that stage too. I think that there's a lot of acts that have been booed off stage. Too Short being another act that was fucking booed off stage. And even Jay himself says that Too Short is legendary. And Too Short, that goes twofold. You know, put him on the redemption stage, you know, and fucking put him on there for the gathering of legends. I personally think that this is a good idea, but Juggalos being Juggalos, I'm pretty sure that somebody's gonna fucking make Bubba Sparks boof a firework. Tila Tequila, if she were to come back, oh god, dude, she fucking ate shit, literally, and it was entertaining as hell. Personally, with the way that Tila Tequila fucking got, ate shit the way that she fucking did, I don't think that there's any level of redemption that she could have because the Tila Tequila story actually supersedes the fucking Bubba Sparks story, and the Bubba Sparks story created the Bubba Sparks Award for the Gathering of the Juggalos. And Skits Craven, at this point, I think only 20% of us would want him to come back. And not to mention, like, the way he handled that shit, instead of bowing out gracefully, he went to social media and bitched about the shit. I personally don't believe that he actually has a successful chance to fucking redeem himself. At least not now. You know, maybe by the time we get to the 50th annual gathering of the Juggalos, maybe then he can redeem himself. So I guess it's up for interpretation when it concerns the gathering of legends. But the funniest thing, take a look at the bottom of this. It says dates and location coming soon. We already know the location. You guys already said it at the seminar that it's going to be at Legend Valley. The gathering of legends not being at Legend Valley would make absolutely no fucking sense. You know what I'm saying? Imagine when Ouija is Jay's age. I don't know if I want to. But the date, usually, I have a feeling that it's going to be somewhere between July and August, and the beginning of July and the end of August. It's somewhere in that vein. You know, so there's a 2-month fucking span going on there. So, I guess to take it up for interpretation, you guys come up with your own fucking lists, make your own fucking videos about who it is that you would like to see at the Gathering of Legends, or put it in the comments or sporadically throughout the fucking chat. Be like, oh yeah, you know what else would be good? Do it like that, bruh. But I've got a fucking show to continue on, and I've already rambled on for almost an hour. So I found this video. It's from one of the fucking... Oh yeah, I found it from this channel called Know Your Meme. So like, Mad Macc, whether you like him or not, was a great underground Juggalo rapper, very talented. And I believe that Faygoluvers actually had a thing about Mad Macc. Now, at the very beginning, the first time I ever, there was something in here about Mad Macc. Right here. Dirtcore Music releases Mad Macc EP Dirtcore 24. Which I totally glossed over that. And the reason why is because I don't, like, the last time that I ever had anything to do with Mad Macc, to be perfectly honest, it was when the whole fucking thing between, Chuck Reeves and CPN fucking started. And Mad Macc was rolling with Chuck Reeves at the time. I don't know if he still does or where he sits, but I don't know where I stand with that at this given point in time. It might just take me a minute to listen to his shit, and maybe I'll appreciate his fucking music. But I really like hot Japanese chicks that scream metal at me. It's kind of a whoo for me, you know what I'm saying? So I listen to that, and I listen to old shit. That's another thing too. A lot of people have said that they want Posty on there. No, like Posty is definitely, like Posty has proven himself to be a fucking juggalo, Jelly Roll, Yellow Wolf, but like Posty has never fucking done a gathering. So it would, to me personally, it would make no sense for Posty to be at the Gathering of Legends, as much as I would love for him to be there. But maybe I'm wrong. Maybe the concept of Legends that I have in my brain is a little bit different than the concept of what Jay and Shaggy might have. But moving along, I ended up coming across this video from the channel Know Your Meme, and it's called What Are Juggalos, and has Gen Z embraced their culture? As a millennial, I would have to say that the follow-up generation has, and they really follow a lot of Chapter 17. So we're going to go ahead and watch this. I watched it before. It's kind of stupid, but I really needed content for the show, so here it is.
Juggalos. Love 'em or hate 'em, these dudes with clown makeup are all over the place, so much so that they congregate in large groups, in the gathering of the Juggalos. It sounds really awesome, and honestly, it might just be.
Now, the one thing that actually fucking struck me as interesting was as they were showing that opening. Okay, this dude is just breezing through. It's like he's reading a fucking script, and it doesn't even really feel like that there's any substance to what the fuck he's saying. But some of the screen caps, like, hold on a second, I'm trying to rewind it. Don't want you to see just man nipple.
Juggalos. Love 'em or hate 'em, these dudes with clown makeup are all over the place, so much so.
Okay, so we see over here, you can see the mouse, the homie Bobby Doe. This shot right here is actually from the Juggalo March in Washington, D.C. So right here you see Bobby Doe, and he's out here. Bobby Doe is actually out here, fam. Alongside, oh yeah, Michelle Rapp. Like, dude, I don't give a fuck if I get in trouble for saying this, even though I'm not, because it's not like I'm signed to Psychopathic or anything. But Sugar Slam is bae. Like, hands down, she is fucking bae.
So that they...
Shaggy is disgusted by what he sees, I think. And it looks like he fucking hammered a nail into his ear. You notice that? And Jay is looking at Shaggy's badonk. Like Jay literally looks like he is lovingly looking at Shaggy's badonkadonk. There's a lot to unpack in this fucking screen cap. I mean, I know what Jay is actually fucking looking at. It's an iPad, but it's just... If you fucking take out the iPad, it literally looks like he's glossing over Shaggy's donker.
Congregate in large groups in the gathering of the Juggalos. It sounds really awesome, and honestly...
Okay, that guy's hat is sus. He's wearing a Wolfpack hat. Yeah, don't fucking say that you guys would want to see Wolfpack at the gathering of the Juggalos. We already know that Daddy Longlegs has gotten into some trouble with the fucking Juggalo community over some fucking 18 minus shit. Not 18 plus, 18 minus. Which sucks because, you know, like, musically speaking, I really like Wolfpack shit. Like, I actually wanted to get a shirt that on the back of it said, "I want to fuck your corpse."
It might just be. When I was growing up, Juggalos were always associated with Faygo. I remember those horrible Faygo sodas that you...
Okay, you've already lost my fucking attention when you said that Faygo was horrible. Eat shit. Like, what do you think I'm drinking right now? And you don't even have the flavor I'm drinking in this bitch. You know, I'm turning off the captions because, like, the fucking captions are just butchered to fucking death.
Could get at the gas station, and sorry to the Faygo heads, but buying that was like buying candy-colored gasoline.
Candy-colored gasoline. Where do you think they get the fucking water from? Lake Erie, fam, and then they carbonate it. See, look at the hand gesture with the gang. Jay's wearing Coogie? Wow.
This is all Insane Clown Posse lore, a group commonly abbreviated with ICP. It's a hip-hop group that started in 1989, and the songs aren't for everybody. The most notorious is probably this 2010 song called Miracles.
The most notorious fucking song that Insane Clown Posse has ever put out in their entire career is Miracles? Bro, did whoever fucking make this video like do any monicum of research whatsoever? The beauty behind Insane Clown Posse is that they have hits that never were hits. Not a single one of them is considerably a hit. Okay, this is like saying prior to Miracles, like, the three songs that you know that are most known by Insane Clown Posse are The Dating Game, The Boogeyman Song, and fucking Chicken Hunting. This video looks like it was made by AI. It pretty much was. For the second deck, it is their biggest. Okay. But, like, that's from a societal standpoint. And the reason why that would be is because they memed Miracles. You know, with the fucking magnets line. And that actually catapulted ICP to be mentioned on shows like Workaholics, Squidbillies, Aqua Teen Hunger Force, Rick and Morty, and some other shit. You know, so like the whole thing with the, you know, and it was because of the whole Magnus thing. They were parodied on SNL, which was fucking dope. The Law and Order episode where they were fucking, you know, talking about a killer who was a serial killer because he listened to Insane Clown Posse's music or horrorcore rap and he was a juggalo, you know, so on and so forth. But like the beauty of Insane Clown Posse, I personally feel, is like every song has its fan. You know, it's not like, oh, everybody only loves Chicken Hunting and that's it. Most of us do, but you know, like my favorite fucking song is off of Malenko, which is Halls of Illusion. Some people really like Under the Moon, and Under the Moon didn't even have a fucking music video. You know what I'm saying? So it's like not Just Miracles being like the most known fucking Insane Clown Posse song in the history of ever. For the most part, I think that's Chicken Hunt.
As the infamous line, "Effing magnets, how do they work?" A line that we're still sometimes even referencing 14 years later. This line even inspired memes at the time, like those ICP Wojak looking
I love that. He tried to eat my cell phone, he ran away. Like, okay, so like that one's a different, that's a different one. Where it's Jay trying to feed a fish to a pelican at Frisco Bay. He tried to eat his cell phone and ran away. That's fucking Miracles. Yeah. So like that actually is funny. You know what I'm saying? But like, okay, at least it's not the fucking magnets, but the whole fucking Miracles thing. And guess what? I, as a fucking Juggalo, I still use the fucking Miracles meme and Clowny Daggers in the hopes that it pisses off a Juggalo with the Clowny Daggers line, which it doesn't, because I think we're all basically numb to it by now. But what is the point of this dude fucking bringing it up?
creatures reacting to various contraptions or technologies and going effing miracles, like to an Etch-a-Sketch or an anti-diarrhea medicine.
Dude, how the fuck does an Etch-a-Sketch fucking work? Like, I know that you, like, wiggle the knobs and the shit moves and then shake it and it fucking disappears and shit. Like, hold on a second. Give me a quick second. I gotta take a step off here. Like, this part of the show was actually completely fucking unplanned. But I gotta say something. Light Bright. How does it fucking work? It's fucking Miracles, man. Fucking Light Bright. Light Bright is fucking Miracles. I bought this at a garage sale for $20. Pretty good deal. Like, fucking Bluetooth. How does that work? Fucking Miracles. As a Juggalo, I gotta say this. Deodorant. How the fuck does that work? It's fucking Miracles. Imodium AD. How does that work? Fucking Miracles. We get the point.
Lots of impact font memes were plastered with magnet jokes. There's even a guide called Magnets for Juggalos.
Yeah, but that has words in it. And I'm a fucking Juggalo. Your point is invalid.
Just to make sure they get the resources they need to figure it out.
I gotta read this. I gotta fucking read this. So are fucking magnets miracles? Fucking of course not. Of course not. So there's this invisible magnetic field that either attracts or repels other materials based on their ferromagnetic... I don't understand. Well, to be perfectly honest, I don't know what to tell you. Because I've just about exhausted my Juggalo slang resources. I visited a bunch of Juggalo dictionaries. Did you know you guys like to have 6 different words for clown pussy, but none for electricity? It's no wonder you guys have trouble with science. Magnets are clown pussy? Is that all you've got out of my last paragraph? Sure, magnets are clown pussy, fine. As long as you still don't think they're miracles, fine. 2, this isn't a picture of a magnet, it's a wizard hat, clearly. And it says, did you fucking know? Cartoon nightmares, science fiction brain incision cartoon nightmares, satellites and television, won't you draw me liquid lines of technicolor? I will hurry right there, walk like an Egyptian. That's fucking funny. They actually fucking took the hook from Cartoon Nightmares and put it up on there.
The group would go on to be associated with this huge fandom, and these are the Juggalos, a label assigned to the...
Oh, damn. For Street Gang, see Juggalo Gangs, not to be confused with Juggalo. A Juggalo, feminine Juggalette, or Juggala in Spanish. I didn't know that the Spanish, I didn't know that, the Spaniards had a fucking interpretation for Juggalo. That's interesting to me. Oh, there you go. Buster Rhymes for main stage at the Gathering of Legends. Okay, back to fucking magnets. Psycho Dick McFucknuts. Motherfucking magnet guy. Enough miracles here to blow your brains.
Magnets for Juggalos, just to make sure they get the resources they need to figure it
Juggalo.
out. The group would go on to be associated with this huge fandom, and these are the Juggalos, a label assigned to the true fans, the term originating from a song called The Juggalo from the 1992 album Carnival of Carnage. In a 1994...
That's actually, I don't know how true that actually is. Hey, look, take a look at the guy at the bottom right. Yeah. If you know, fam, then you know. The guy at the bottom right. Here. This guy. Yeah. What up, Trailer Park? I see you up in there, homie. So, yeah. Peep the dude at the bottom right with his hands up in the air. If you know, you know. That's all I can really say. And then this dude down here, like right next to Violent J's neck, he looks like he is not pleased. That's some funny shit right there. You know what's missing in this fucking area, though? A guy with a big sign that says the FBI listens to Nickelback.
For performance, Violent J yelled out to the crowd and called them Juggalos, and the rest is history. These Juggalos are pretty notorious, though, because they started gathering around the year 2000 to hold an annual music festival entitled The Gathering of the Juggalos.
The way that he said that was just, it just was irksome. Hold on.
Crowd and called them Juggalos, and the rest is history.
Like, okay, listen to how he says something about the gathering of the Juggalos.
These Juggalos are pretty notorious, though, because they started gathering around the year 2000.
They started gathering around 2000. They started gathering. Oh my god. They're gathering. Fucking asshole. Although, dude, damn, dude, like, the guy with the Ringmaster colored face paint, that looks fresh as hell.
To hold an annual music festival entitled The Gathering of the Juggalos, like it's the name of a Magic the Gathering set. It's gotten pretty wild at these shows, but for the most part, the fans are just there to have a good time. Controversies like Tila Tequila getting hurt, or even documentaries like American Juggalo, or write-ups like In the Land of the Juggalos gave the Juggalos a mystical tone.
What? Like, at this point in time, I feel like that this is just more fucking meme fodder, and the guy just... Like, he's got some pieces that are correct, and then the other stuff, like, it just sounds like he's just making shit up that just sounds like it makes sense. Which is usually what I fucking do whenever I'm trying to fucking write a show.
Or even sometimes a negative one. TV shows in the early 2010s would constantly reference this gathering, make fun of it, and articles like on the Daily Beast.
Oh, bro, why of all fucking pictures, that guy? And his wife, who actually fucking went ghost shortly after all of that. Like, she disappeared. But that fucking guy, like, in the middle of this fucking...
would write about its violence. Quote, Insane Clown Posse's final night set ended with Juggalos setting fire to picnic tables.
Where's the problem? Now, actually, bizarre, I would say hashtag not my Juggalo. Because he, like, we don't accept him anymore, fam. Like we took back his fucking Juggalo card. All right? We took it away. Like, it has been officially revoked. If anything, Acetone, I think, took it away.
Chairs and anything that wasn't tied down.
Now, I will say this, though. I did see that happen at Super Gathering. Literally, motherfucking Juggalos tried to set everything on fire. Even if it was something that wasn't fucking flammable, they tried to set it on fire. You know what I'm saying? Am I going to any of the Train of Terror shows? No, I'm not going to anything except for Hallowicked. Oh yeah, our Gen Z called Zuggalos is my favorite cringe article headline. Now, to continue along with this, you know what? I will say this. That's the whole that was the whole thing about this entire fucking video. Is that if they're Gen Z, then they're Zuggalos? Sorry, not sorry, but Zuggalos was already taken by the fucking Zug Island fans. Like, they literally were calling them Zuggalos to differentiate them from, I mean, they're still Juggalos, kind of like how Thuggalos are still Juggalos, you know, but like the Zuggalo thing was because of Zug Island. You know, it just seemed to make sense. You know, so like you have Juggalos as the nucleus, but then you have the Zuggalos, which are the ones that are into rock as well, and then you have the Thuggalos, which are like, well, I'm sure TPC in the chat can explain it a little bit further, you know, or any of the homies over at the Thuggalo show. I think that any host, past or present, could probably explain the whole Thuggalo thing. I'm just a fucking almost triple OG, just chilling, sitting here like an individual in a situation. Drinking cherry Pepsi because Shaggy also likes cherry Pepsi. Juggalos in my brain is gender fluid. Juggalos that want to get a bag. We want to be successful, not glorify being broke. That's actually fucking, you know what? I'll take that. But like the thing though, which by the way, Trailer Park, yeah, I definitely have to glorify being successful, but in my own fucking right, sir. And if you know, you know. If you fucking know, then you fucking know. But let's go ahead and continue watching this, because I want to see how much more cringe can come out of this fucking video.
End quote. But in reality, most fans are actually really chill, which has led to a new development.
Yeah, we're very fucking chill, but we also like to set shit on fire. And like I said, I witnessed that firsthand at Super Gathering. Everything that wasn't tied down was getting fucking thrown in the fire, especially some things that weren't even fucking flammable. Like, some idiot thought that it would be a good idea to throw an entire whole ass guardrail into a couch fire. And by the way, when they set the couch on fire, they also threw in a bunch of fireworks, which was fun to watch. So like me and Sid Jones fucking ended up running towards the goddamn fire and shit was exploding and all of that. You know what I'm saying?
That's right. My generation, the best one, Gen Z, is in.
Okay, you've already failed at that one, sir. Even as a millennial, I'm not even going to say that millennial was the greatest fucking generation. I would probably say that the greatest generation was the greatest generation, you know, because they call themselves the greatest generation before they called themselves millennials or Gen Z or Generation X or boomers or whatever the fuck, the silent generation, the classic generation or anything like that, which I don't know if it's actually called the classic generation, but they did have cocaine in their classic Coca-Cola. So maybe they are the greatest generation. But just calling yourself Gen Z and being like, that's the greatest generation, being Gen Z. And like, no, fam. Okay, fine. You have the greatest generation. We have the greatest music. You're welcome.
In on this. I mean,
and the greatest movies.
Who wouldn't want to set
and the greatest video games.
Fire to picnic.
Okay, you know what? Millennials are the greatest generation.
Tables and chairs. The Daily Beast recently put out another article called Gen Z has made the gathering of the Juggalos cool again, where the author covers the rise.
Really? When did the gathering of the Juggalos ever become uncool? Like, as a Juggalo who's been down since he was 12, when has the gathering of the Juggalos not been cool? And I mean, like, and that's coming from a Juggalo standpoint. Maybe it was uncool to a societal standpoint, and now that the Gen Z crop is coming in, now all of a sudden it's cool. Maybe that's the problem. Okay? I personally would like to see, you know, not non-Juggalos fucking overdosing in a tent. Okay? At the gathering of the Juggalos. We already had, like, what, 5 people OD this year? But, okay, I'm going to look at this. Nearly 25 years after the first gathering of the Juggalos, Gen Z Juggalos have started showing up in full force. Well, yeah, because, you know, some of them have actually moved out of their parents' house and gotten jobs. You know, so that makes sense. Okay, maybe I should just try not to put my foot in my mouth with that one. That much was clear at the 23rd annual gathering, which returned to Legend Valley in Thornville, Ohio this past weekend. The 4-day music festival, hosted by Insane Clown Posse and their record label, Psychopathic Records, is a mecca for ICP fans to show up by the thousands for one big family reunion. But thanks to the recent growing stream of leftist memes and TikTok trends, a new crop of Gen Z Juggalos, or Zuggalos as I've decided to call them, have joined the party. OG Juggalo is telling you to leave the fucking chat because Zuggalos was already in existence. Educate yourself, okay? As you Gen Z kids like to say, educate yourselves. I think it's an evolution of technology and social media, explains content creator and comedian Sean Barrett, who's behind the popular TikTok character Uncle Juff, an overly earnest poser juggalo who is eventually accepted into the fold because of his kind heart. I can't hate Uncle Juff, all right? I love Uncle Juff, but he is partially right, you know? Because there are some Gen Z juggalos who have actually fucking grown up on this shit. Let's see. You saw a bunch of ICP songs go viral on TikTok recently. Clown Check, which I fucking smashed when that came out and fucking buried it. Like, I buried fucking Clown Check on this show years ago. And everybody's like, what's this all about? And they don't have that old stigma. They just think this makeup is cool, this music is cool, and then they kind of take it, you know, they kind of find it from there. Which, I don't know, maybe it's just the old head in me, but, you know, like, a lot of us pre-internet, you know, like, we found out about ICP from word of mouth. And personally, to me, I feel like that gives it a little bit more of a personal feel. Not because, okay, the Clown Check shit ended up becoming a fucking trend, and now everybody, you know, it's the same thing with, like, these fucking pseudo-goth chicks that do that little goth dance to Custer from Slipknot. It looks nice. I like to see the fucking, you know, the hips sway to the beat of the song, but it's almost like, okay, what? Do you plan to go to Knotfest and just sit around and wait for Custer to fucking play just so you can do the fuck me up and fuck me up and then just stay stoic and still for the duration of the fucking entire Slipknot concert? I don't fucking think so. Besides, like, here's the thing. You know, like, this is one thing that I have to disagree with on what Uncle Juff said. Yes, the makeup is cool, the music is cool, but then you go to the gathering of the Juggalos and you get hit in the head with a goddamn Faygo bottle and you freak out because you weren't expecting it. You know what I'm saying? I am 28 years old and I had a hard time getting accepted by local Juggalos in my hometown, so I will never make it difficult for people younger than me to find the Dark Carnival. Now, don't get me wrong, like, I'm not trying to fucking, you know, I'm not trying to fucking pound my fist on the table and yell, get off my lawn. You know, but it's like, I've been a Juggalo for long enough to see enough fucking people come into the fold not knowing exactly what the fuck they're getting into, you know, or they just kind of see it as like some sort of a cutesy trend, and then they get fucking hit in the temple with a fucking unopened Faygo bottle, and they wonder where the hell that came from, and then they're just like, these Juggalo people are horrible, and, you know, and then all of a sudden we're a fucking gang. You know what I'm saying? I don't really care, but it's people doing it that don't really care about Juggalo stuff at all. You know, and that's something that I really do have to say. This is one of those things that makes me, you know, like what 621 Electronics is saying. To me, it's like, this is where I come from, in the sense that in this kind of consideration, gatekeeping can be a good thing. You know what I'm saying? Trailer Park, I will tell you this, though. This is not the first and only person that I've seen have a fucking meltdown because they got hit with shit at a show. Now, you remember when we were at the fucking gathering of the Juggalos in 2021, right? Whose girlfriend and sisters was it that fucking ended up having a complete meltdown because they fucking had an M80 explode right next to them? Like somebody had a cherry bomb explode right next to them, and they were just like, "Oh my god, he's still fucking terrible." And I just sat there and I took it in stride. Yeah, it fucking scared the shit out of me. Yeah, it fucking hurt when the shrapnel hit my leg. But I took it in stride. You know why? Because I already accepted the fact that there is chaos that happens at the fucking gathering of the Juggalos. It's namesake, you know? Like, at this point, it's a canon event. You know, having shit explode and getting hit with stuff is a canon event. That motherfucker burned my leg hairs. Bruh. Yeah, and the funny thing was like, that whole camp freaked the fuck out, and I'm the only one that was just like, huh, ain't that a humdinger? You know, aging myself with that one. Oh yeah, that happened in like 05, 06, where a Juggalette got hit in the head with a Faygo bottle, and she tried to sue ICP for it. I was just like, oh my god, bro, I've gotten hit 7 times in the head, not just with Faygo bottles, but also with a goddamn crate. All right, a wooden crate to the fucking head because it was being reverse crowd surfed, and it came my way. And I didn't see it until the last second because I also got hit in the head with a fully soaked Wendy's t-shirt. Somebody was walking around topless that used to work at Wendy's. And I got hit in the fucking head. Like, I got hit in the head right here with a Faygo bottle, knocked my glasses off my head. I had to bend down, pick that motherfucker back up. As soon as I got back up, boof, got hit in the head with another fucking bottle. Same concert, 7 times. I got hit in the fucking nugget. And this chick wants to fucking sue ICP. You know what I'm saying? Like, how the fuck?
Of Juggalo culture in the modern youth, especially through spaces like TikTok.
Now, don't get me wrong. Like, I'm very open and accepting of newer Juggalos to come into the fold because you got to feed the monkey. You know? It's just that these people are coming in uneducated, don't really know what they're expecting. They don't find, like, they're not able to find the shit, and then when they have stuff flying at them and shit exploding next to them, or hell, I'm pretty sure that there might be some newer people coming into the concerts that are crying because they got hit with a goddamn glow stick. And I'm can't throw shit, you know what I'm saying? Like, I am throw shit gang. Trailer Park knows this. I am totally fucking throw shit gang. Like, if you go to an ICP show, you already know that stuff is flying. Why people cry about it is insane. Stay in the back of the show and watch out for stuff flying. I agree to that. Or Beastmaster said that the reason why he hates the newer Juggalos. Why? Like, explain that to me, Fury. While you do that, I'm going to continue this video.
Or people like Sean Barrett, a guy who plays a Juggalo character, run amok. As they write in this article, Gen Z kids see this kind of stuff and go, this makeup cool, this music cool. And you know what? That's based. So what? They don't even know how magnets work, or they set fire to random objects. That's awesome. Everybody wants to be like that. And a lot of ICP's lyrics are apparently fights against bigotry. And so Gen Z vibes with that. There's even a paragraph.
Oh, yeah. I mean, that was already a given. So basically what you're saying is that, this millennial was Gen Z before Gen Z was Gen Z. Yeah. A trans Juggalo. Oh, okay, here's the thing about the Miss Juggalette performance.
From the Daily Beast article about how a trans Juggalette, yes, Juggalette is a real word, right next to goonette in the dictionary. Can't believe I said that, but I did. Performed in the Miss Juggalette contest at the gathering of the Juggalos this year. And the whole crowd was cheering. So you know what? Screw it. I'm a Juggalo now.
Okay, yeah. Nobody wants to sue ICP, like, right now, I guess. But that has happened in the past where somebody got hit with a Faygo bottle at a show and then they tried to sue Psychopathic for it. And it was just like, dude, ICP's been fucking doing that shit for so fucking long. Anybody who comes to an ICP concert and gets hit in the head and tries to sue, you're a bitch-ass bitch. End quote from fucking Violent J and Shed. Okay, let me read this. A trans Juggalette named Steph performed in the Miss Juggalette contest at the gathering this year, and while 99% of the crowd was cheering for her, there were some people making transphobic comments. Yeah, you're gonna get that. I mean, shit, like, at this year's Miss Juggalette pageant, There was a Juggalette that performed, dropped trow, and her dick was waving everywhere. I never actually thought I'd ever say that, ever. A 20-year-old trans Juggalo named Goliath told me that he was really uncomfortable watching it. At the gathering, there is a layered aspect of slightly conservative energy from the older folk, he said. I have my community that I know and I feel good with, but it's the 30 to 40-year-old crowd that is behind on understanding us. Well, yeah, in a sense, yeah. But here's the thing, though. Trans or no trans, I don't want to see your dick. Like that's the thing. Oh, yeah, and by the way, dick-waving trans Juggalette that lost the pageant found the fattest, ugliest Juggalette that was actually a part of that and was just, like, heavily making out with her towards the end of the fucking shit. And our Miss Juggalette now is a plastic Barbie doll. So, I don't know. I got to see some nudity. And I also got to watch the chick that I was fucking fuck a Faygo bottle. So, I guess I could say I'm pleased.
Dictionary. Can't believe I said that, but I did. Performed in the Miss Juggalette contest at the gathering of the Juggalos this year. And the whole crowd was cheering.
See, like, I would have to say, though, it's like, okay, when it concerns, like, I guess maybe some people have, like, the common conception that if you're going to see Miss Juggalette, because, like, here's the thing, like, there are still some Juggalos out there that do kind of, like, take the Juggalo concept and they're like, well, we were always called Juggalos. The Juggalette thing came out as a means to disassociate the females from the fucking male part of the crowd. And then you got idiots like Juggalo Jules in Chicago that ended up saying, oh, I'm a Juggalo. I'm a female, but I'm a Juggalo. I'm never going to call myself a Juggalette because Juggalettes are slutty. Well, okay, let's have a Miss Juggalette pageant, shall we? And let's try to get the sluttiest, most fucking whorish fucking OnlyFans models possible to fucking, well, I guess not only fucking appear on the stage, but also be the judges.
You know what? Screw it. I'm a Juggalo now. I have the clown makeup on, and we're not talking Joker era.
This meme was made by Gangweed.
I'm buying a case of Faygo and launching my Juggalo membership.
Oh, wait a minute. Why are you going to get a case of Faygo when you said at the very beginning of the show, at the very beginning of the video, that fucking that Faygo fucking tastes like, fruit flavored gasoline or whatever the fuck? Let's see. I hate when people try to make the subjects of being a Juggalo an issue. I claim Thuggalo, but it ain't all that deep. I'm a Juggalo. Let people have fun. Now, okay, so as Trailer Park is fucking, coming at me in all caps like Necro, I can't necessarily tell whether or not he's just explaining himself or if he's screaming at me. But keep it in mind, like I've always tried to do my best to have an open mind about the fucking, about the shit, It doesn't necessarily fucking affect me personally because I know who I am and what I'm about, But I am going to take a look at people and I am going to have my fucking slight judgments. I'm only human, But it doesn't necessarily mean that I'm going to hate the motherfucker just because, some chick fucking drops trow and whips her dick out at the crowd and literally fucking tries to play helicopter in front of everybody, which I saw that. I'm just like, okay, well, there's a dick. There's a dick on stage attached to a person who identifies as a woman. Thank God that the other 90% of the fucking audience, thank God that the other 90% of the fucking pageantry is vagina. Like that, so it's like, I guess you got to take the good with the bad nowadays. I'm gonna get hate from the fucking trans community, I shit you not. Even though I'm not even trying to fucking offend anybody, I'm just trying to be funny. Anyways, yeah, so enough of my backpedaling. Let's move on to the next thing. This next video is an OG video. Okay, so this was one of the videos that involved an internet troll that I seriously, I kind of just forgot that this dude existed until sometime this week. I think I was having a conversation with somebody, the dick sucking contest in 2022 was hilarious. I mean, yeah. So, anyways, yeah. So, like, watch this fucking we're gonna watch this fucking video. It's potato. I'm just gonna let you know it is kind of potato because this video is about 14, 15, 16 years old even. So, but you know, like the guy's not monetized, so I'm jacking his shit because I'm monetized. Okay, this GIF image has absolutely nothing to do with the video. Okay, so this GIF / image has absolutely nothing to do with the video. I don't know what this is all about. Okay, so here's
Well, hello there, YouTube. My third trolling video of the day. I'm not going to talk about furries or emos or weeaboos or anyone like that.
Which is interesting to me. Okay, so like furries, not a problem. Emos, like emo was a thing 16 years ago. The weeaboos, hi, like who doesn't watch anime anymore? Sorry, troll. The weeaboos have won. Now, like, take a listen to this fuck. Like, okay, so we've got Ultimate Warrior with no paint looking boy, right? Yeah, and keeping in mind, like, this was 16 years ago. This dude is 40 at the time that he fucking recorded this, and the cam obviously potato, but it was actually pretty good at the time. This dude's using this, like, if you can see the microphone that he's using, right? It's just attached to a, like, you know, so like the old headphones that could just clip on the ears, and it had the thing that goes in the back. Then you've got the fucking microphone. At least he's got a muffler on the fucking microphone itself, but you can hear his air conditioning through the entire fucking video. The fake Ultimate Warrior.
I'm going to talk about Juggalos. Okay, now what is a Juggalo, you ask? That is assuming you don't know already. A Juggalo is a fan of the rap group Insane Clown Posse.
So far he's correct.
Insane Clown Posse is very interesting because they claim to be for God and everything, but they're...
Okay, so did the fucking video on here just freeze? Okay, that's the wrong fucking one. Hold on. Yeah, I think the camera froze. So give me a second. It, like, this video is so fucking potato, it fucked up my Elgato. Alright, so I'll rewind it. Actually, I don't even need to rewind it. But anyways, yeah, so he's like talking about how the Juggalos are all about God, right?
Lyrics are always about cutting off people's heads and tearing off limbs, shit like that.
Okay, so I don't understand where the problem is because, you know, God has actually told people to fucking stone motherfuckers. Okay? I thought it was still shot with a voiceover, right? I'm too high, or is his haircut fucked? No, dude, he's fucking thinning out. Like I said before, like at the time that he recorded this, he was 40, like in his early 40s. But you know what the funny thing is, like, I'm in my early 40s, and I still got a good head of hair. The only difference is that I'm just fucking graying out in the beard area and in the sides. But I still have a good full head of hair. I just look sexy in the hat.
What a great way to be for God.
Well, yeah, I mean, you know, God told Abraham to kill his own son Isaac on an altar. Okay? So I think that us butchering fucking Richies and bigots and all that other shit is probably in the same vein, if not better.
You know, it's just like in the Middle Ages.
Yeah.
That's the way Insane Clown Posse's lyrics are. It's just hilarious.
Yeah, so, like, being the fact that Insane Clown Posse started in the 1900s, they get their fucking inspiration from events of the Middle Ages. No, sorry, sir, but that's a band called Sabaton, for the fate, for the might of our Lord, in the home of the holy.
Now, recently, Insane Clown Posse all kinds of drugs. Her baby was born dead or died shortly after birth. I don't remember.
The baby was a fan of Project Born. Born Dead album. Boom. So he's talking about, if you don't know the story, it's about this girl named Juggalo Jules, who I was talking about before, you know? Yeah, Juggalo mommy. Not to be confused with any other mommy out there. I gotta say hi to her the next time I see Tatface.
But her baby died anyway. And
you know what? Hold on a second. Let me see if I can find something while I'm fucking doing this. Let me see. Here. Give me a second. All right. Can you guys hear that? Yes, you can hear that.
She blamed the hospital. Now, the hospital had to do something. It couldn't have been all this Xanax that this fat bitch Juggalo was taking. No,
there you
absolutely not. Not all the drinking and drugging. That won't have any effect on a developing fetus, according to this woman. And then she was calling up some radio show and bitching about it, and
yeah.
It's so funny. What's really funny is this woman was so fat that she wasn't aware she was pregnant for 6 months. She was that fat. She thought, oh, this is just fat, and then I don't know. So anyway, it's pretty clear that being a Juggalo is basically a form of mental illness.
Okay, so there's enough of that. This is like the most calm fucking this has got to be like the most calm fucking Ultimate Warrior I've ever heard. Ultimate Warrior would definitely say fat bitch. So in my head, kayfabe, this is actually the Warrior now. Oh, bruh. For real though. Okay, so basically, yeah, Trailer Park is correct in the chat. He says, ain't this the Juggalette that buried her child in a shoebox casket with Lotus stickers on it? Yeah, it was Lotus stickers and like Psychopathics from Outer Space stickers. So the Outer Space Hatchet Man with the ray gun was actually on there. The woman's name was Juggalo Jules, who I had mentioned before, and her baby was named Annabelle Lotus. So yeah, I would have to say that this guy Ultraforge is correct in the fact that she actually didn't. It was either she was so fat that she didn't realize that she was fucking pregnant, or she knew the whole time and she didn't care and she just tried to fucking kill the baby by ingesting a whole bunch of drugs and still kept the baby at full term. Now the fucked up thing about this is he's right. Juggalo Jules ended up calling an episode of W Fuck Off Radio and basically used that as a fucking excuse to get more to get merch out of them, to get free merch. Like I think they called ashtrays and action figures or something like that. Like that fucking show. Yeah, that is bottom of the fucking iceberg. Juggalo knowledge. I hate knowing about that chick too. Like, I totally fucking understand exactly where you're coming from on that. Unfortunately, it's canon, and it's just like it's in the same tier level of the iceberg as the Psycho Sam event and things like that. Now, the one thing though is that Ultraforge is here saying that Juggaloism is a form of mental illness. Now, the funny thing though is like, okay, I feel like that in the early days, in the Wild West days of Juggalo YouTube and shit, or even YouTube as a whole, I feel like that this guy kind of broke the sacred law of internet trolling by admitting that he was a troll. So basically, once you admit that you're an internet troll, everything that you kind of say is just null and void at that point. You know, some of the things that he does say has some truth into it, and then he basically states his opinion as fact. But then again, now that I think about it, there's a lot of juggalos that I know that are in the fucking juggalo scene currently that have that exact same mindset. Juggalo Jules is a fucking twat. Her and that piece of shit baby daddy tried mooching money off of me and my brother, Big Irish. We were like, yeah, we lost kids too, but you don't see us begging for merch. Dude, I remember listening to archives of that episode of W Fuck Off Radio, where she was talking about how proud she was that she was pregnant with this baby, and then the fucking bait, you know, and they were like, congratulations, here, have a free t-shirt, and then the baby fucking died, and then she called them back and was just like, where's my fucking merch? My baby fucking died. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. And I'm with Fairy on that one too. Rest in peace, Big Irish. Big Irish was the homie, and I love him. And yeah, Juggalo Jules is a bitch. Come on, are you gonna play this or what?
That's all there is to it. Being a juggalo is a sign that you need therapy.
And this guy is fucking married. Dude looks like a Chris Jericho. I can see that, but he looks more like Ultimate Warrior than anything else. Like, personally, I think that he looks more like the Ultimate Warrior. So, once again.
And how does a juggalo start? Well, basically, it's bad parenting. That's how juggalos are created.
No.
The parents don't discipline them. They don't love them enough to say, hey, kid, you're doing wrong. When a juggalo baby, or a soon-to-be juggalo, is...
Okay. So, basically, motherfucker homeboy here, Ultraforge, is saying that a juggalo is based off of a mental illness, but also based off of, like, a lack of being disciplined as a child. I have to call fucking cap on that. I was a juggalo when I was a juggalo when I was 12 fucking years old, okay? When I was 13, I had a big fucking mouth on me. That pissed my mother off so fucking bad, she literally grabbed me by my fucking shirt and threw me into the wall. Okay, yeah, this guy could be Renegade. No, he looks more like Ultimate Warrior than Renegade. Although maybe he did renegade himself, and that's why, like, he hasn't done a YouTube video in, like, 14 fucking years. No, no, Juggalos, I have to say this, Thomas, you're, you know, cap on that, big cap on that. What is a Juggalo? He's a graduator. He graduated from, well, at least he's got a job. He's not a dumb putz. He works for himself, scratching his nuts. But anyways, yeah. So this guy's concept is based off of just some dumbass fucking tropes that were like 15, 16 years ago. He looks like Simon Dean, Hollywood Nova. You know, like this dude. Okay, you know what? This dude is the byproduct of a fucking gay wrestler pile. So we've got the Ultimate Warrior, Chris Jericho, Renegade. Fucking Hollywood Nova. Like, this dude is the byproduct of a 4-man gay orgy.
The baby, for example, the mom will be watching the kid. The kid will walk up and, you know, take a handful of his own crap and, like, smear it on the wall. That's...
Okay, so, I mean, that just seems interesting to me.
What a baby will do. Babies will do that anyway. What's different is, sane parents will look at that baby and say, don't you do that. You know, they'll give the baby some discipline. You know, they might give the baby a little swat on the rear.
For a guy that's trying to troll, like, tweaking off the Simon system on the rear, like, dude, oh god, he's staring into my fucking soul. Like, oh god. He does look like... Does he not have eyebrows? And he's staring into my fucking soul. Okay, there we go. Oh, that's better. Why did I stop it at the soul stare? Right? He was looking at me. He was looking at you. He was looking at all of you guys as you were gooning to me. But anyways, so like apparently like okay, as an infant that smears its own shit on the wall and he's down for fucking beating the shit out of a kid, I guess. I don't know.
Juggalos don't get that.
I bet this dude be deadlifting little weights screaming loud as fuck for no reason. Dude, the fucking aerobics weights, like the 5-pound boys.
The mom sits there and just watches in a drugged out stupor while the kid, wipes crap on the wall.
I mean, like, the mom yells Shia LaBeouf. Now, like, these days, I think he'd be screaming Andrew Tate. But anyways, yeah, so like, okay, the mom in the drugged out stupor, you mean like any mom that's on fucking Xanax, regardless as to whether or not you're a fucking juggalo?
When dad comes in and says, hey, what the hell's going on here?
Oh, come on, that's a lie. We all know that juggalos don't have dads. We all have daddy issues. We know that's an heir apparent.
And makes a move to discipline the child. The mommy says, hey, don't you hurt my precious little baby. He's just expressing himself artistically.
Yeah, and then like 10, 15, 20 years later, that same baby is like on stage at the gathering of the Juggalos, fucking doing a Hot Wings, hosting a Hot Wings contest. I mean, what the fuck is the problem here? I don't understand why this guy fucking is upset. He ain't a Juggalo, this motherfucker in the Kiss Army, right? Like, he's just upset because I have mommy issues. I fully got to it. Like, some of us have mommy issues, some of us have daddy issues, and some of us are just generally fucked up. But, regardless as to whether or not we had parents in our life or not. Like, that can actually go to anything outside of any fucking culture or subculture. And he's staring into my soul again. Why does he have to keep looking at the camera like that? With his big, loving doe eyes. I could probably make this dude cringe. But this is the type of shit that we had to fucking deal with back in the day. Like, this is old school fucking trolling. At least this guy, the one thing I will say though, I will give the troll, some of the internet trolls credit where credit was due. At least if they were gonna fucking dox us, they were gonna fucking be anonymous about it.
So it's a lack of discipline. That's what creates Juggalos, and it starts very, very early.
Okay, so basically everybody, even if they don't claim Juggalo, that's like, I don't know, in fucking prison for double, triple fucking homicide is a Juggalo? Cool.
But what if you find yourself the parent of a teenage Juggalo, and you think that this is probably not something that's desirable? Well, I'm here to help. Some things you can do, you can start. First thing, take away their ICP records. I guess people don't use records anymore. I'm really dating myself here.
I mean, back in that time, vinyls didn't make a return, Oh god, it froze again. It fucking froze again, fam. What the fuck is wrong with this goddamn thing? Stop looking at me with them big ol' eyes. Why does it keep on fucking freezing? Now he's imagining you, fairy. ICP probably didn't reply to this guy's fan mail. I don't know why people put so much energy into something they don't like. See, here's the thing that I learned is that if they like you, you're a fan, and if they hate you but they can't stop talking about you, they're a fan. Dude, this video is like this haunting as fuck. Alright. So yeah, the guy said but yeah, okay, so the first thing that he says is take away the ICP records. Motherfucker, are you trying to make it so Juggalos set their mom's trailer on fire? Let me tell you a little story, alright? So like for my 16th birthday, my mom got me the 16, the fucking BMG deal. The buy fucking 6 CDs for the price of 1, right? So I ended up getting myself Sublime's self-titled album. I'm trying to see if I can remember. Sugar Ray's Floored album. I ended up getting, I think, the Jamiroquai album. It looks like a creepypasta. I also remember I got Adam Sandler's What the Hell Happened to Me album. The Verve Pipes Villains album, and The Great Malenko, right? My parents were more upset about the fact that I got the Adam Sandler album than they did the ICP, because they didn't know anything else about any of the other bands, and they knew absolutely nothing about ICP. And one day my stepdad actually fucking he snuck into my room one Saturday morning before he went to work. He snuck into my room, and the door squeaked enough for me to open up one eye, and I take a look at what my stepdad's doing, so I know exactly what he's doing. He walks over to my CD case, he opens it up, pulls out one CD, closes it, puts it back, and then he leaves the room, right? He leaves the apartment building that we're living in, and he gets into his car and he drives off. He sent that motherfucking CD back to BMG. But as soon as he left and I could hear his car as it descends, I jump out of bed, I take a look at my CD case, and I open it up, and the album that he took was the Adam Sandler What the Hell Happened to Me CD. However, the empty space where the Adam Sandler CD used to be was right next to The Great Malenko. Wonderful choice for me to listen to two screaming clowns from Detroit over a fucking, a Jewish comedian. Okay? That definitely set the tone for the next fucking 25 years of my life. Good choice, parents.
Take away their compact discs of Insane Clown Posse and, throw them in the trash.
Also take away their fucking lighters and matches and weed pipes and all of that other shit so they don't fucking set the house on fire. Oh, I'm sorry, we're Juggalos. Meth pipes.
Have a little bonfire out in the backyard. Just throw those records out there.
Okay, now he's, well, I guess I'm also fucking threatening arson, but still. The Juggalo will end up taking the fucking can of gasoline and create a fucking line that goes directly from the bonfire in the backyard to the house and set the goddamn house on fire. Why? Because you just had to take away my fucking music. My only little fucking world of escapism from the bullshit that we fucking live in now.
Pour some gasoline on and it'll be over within no time. So that's the first thing you need to do right there to end this mental illness called being a juggalo.
That doesn't fix mental illness. What the hell is going on with my goddamn I don't know if it's like this fucking video is so goddamn potato that it keeps fucking with my Elgato or what. I don't know what the hell's going on. Now he looks like he's masturbating vigorously. Right, yeah, and think about that. Like, that's actually a very interesting fucking combination of music, right? It's like so many different fucking things. Like, how in the hell are you able to compare Insane Clown Posse, The Great Malenko, to Jamiroquai?
Second thing you need to do is take away privileges. You need to ground them. Don't let them have any MTV for a long time.
You dumb motherfucker. You dumb son of a bitch. We don't watch MTV. Most of us never have. Why? Because MTV never really played very many, if not any, fucking music videos. You know what? Fine. You know what? I will say this. This is a 16-year-old video, right? So this is about, what? 2008? Okay? So how about this? Our parents can go ahead and get rid of our MTV and shit. We still got the box. As a matter of fact, we still have YouTube. So we were able to watch Insane Clown Posse music videos on YouTube then too. Yeah, at this point, that's all it is the ridiculousness channel.
Don't let them have any internet. that sort of thing. Now, that can work, but what if that isn't enough? What if they're still being a juggalo? What if they're still, walking around going, fuck you? What if they're doing that?
I mean, that's a normal complacency thing. And that was actually a pretty good imitation. Fuck you. And then him with his little cracked out version of it.
Now, that can work, but what if that isn't enough? What if they're still being a juggalo? What if they're still, walking around going, fuck you? What if they're doing that?
I mean, at this point, I would say that there's no problem with that.
What if they're still washing their butt cracks with Faygo soda?
He says this like it's a fucking problem.
What if they're still picking their nose and using it to braid their hair with?
Snot is the universal rubber cement. George Carlin said that, fam. Did you forget that? We're just, are you saying that George Carlin was a fucking juggalo? We'd like to say what's up to the Cobras, X-Men accounts. And everybody with clown love, even sets I never heard of.
What do you do then? Well, I've got some tools here that'll help. Hold on, let me find those. Okay, this is the first thing you should try. This is the first tool you should use. This is a belt.
Okay.
And what you do, you use this to beat the juggalo with. This is a really that's an intimidating little sound there. You just whip them with the belt until they start crying.
Okay, so as he stares into your fucking souls, fam, dude, I had a belt on me. I had a belt taken to me when I was fucking 4. All right, so that didn't fucking help matters much. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, this motherfucker OD'd on the Simon system, I think, is why he hasn't made a video in over 10 years. Right? Not to mention, I hate to tell you this, fam, but with us having our fucking parental issues, some of us have mommy issues, some of us have daddy issues. Personally, I don't think that getting whipped with a belt would make me stop being a fucking juggalo. Because I fuck bitches that like to be choked, okay? So, I don't think that me getting hit with a belt is actually going to be problematic. I've actually tried to fucking physically discipline my son for being bad, and he just looked at me like, what was that all about? Okay? If I swear to God, I swear to God, if this fucking dude actually tried to whip me with a belt, I would I would personally make it an effort to make this motherfucker completely uncomfortable by looking at him dead in the eye and saying, "Harder, daddy." It would confuse him. Bro telling on himself he got a belt kink and wants Alette to beat him. No shit, bro. And he thinks that he's able to fucking do it. But I'm telling you though, if he's gonna fucking do it, he better be playing this in the background. Harder, daddy. Harder. Load the spaceship with the rocket fuel. Alright, back to this guy.
Then you know that it's probably time to lay up. Well, then you might want to hit him a little more.
Okay.
Just to show that you're serious.
Thank you, sir. May I have another?
And the second thing that you can use, that's really good, nunchucks. These are great for hitting a juggalo on the back of the shins with.
Damn, I wish I could be a ninja. Damn, I wish I could be a ninja. Damn, I wish I could be a ninja. Damn, it feels good to keep people up on it. Fucking idiot.
Parents, I know that technically nunchucks aren't legal, but you should go out and get a pair if you have a juggalo. You just kind of wait by the back door until they come in from school and just right on the shins.
I mean, that's an interesting idea, but there is a thing called speed dial, so I'm pretty sure that every kid nowadays has fucking, I don't know, speed dial's probably out now, but you can just press one button on your smartphone and directly fucking hits up fucking 911. You know, anybody, you know, every 5-year-old you know, on this planet, you know, has a fucking cell phone, and they probably have CPS on their fucking phones in case you did some stupid shit like this. Yeah, and like I said before, Trailer Park pointed it out as well. This dude's fucking married, so he knows that what he's saying is bullshit.
They'll double right over. Go, what'd you do that for? You can say, because you're a little fucking juggalo, kid. Now go and do your homework.
We did do our fucking homework. A fat lot of good that did us.
And the belt and the nunchucks might still not be enough, so there is one final tool that you should try.
Drawing and quartering your fucking kid because he's a goddamn juggalo.
Now this, let me get it in here. This is a steel-toed work boot.
Okay.
Right? This is,
Okay. Yeah, fam, I've got them too. I've got them in Timberlands. Give me a second, fam. And I've also got them in Chuck Taylors. So, I think this guy's fucking, yeah, no shit. Bro flexing his size 8 work boot, acting hard. Actually, let's see. I've got steel-toed work boots in fucking Timberlands. I've got them in fucking Chuck Taylors, and I've also got them in Skechers. So, you know, steel-toed boot begets steel-toed boot. You know, if somebody was to fucking do something to me with a steel-toed boot, I've got 3 sets. So what? I will see your steel-toed boots and raise you boot arms.
that is a great tool. What you use the steel-toed work boot for, you put it on, both of them, and when they're being juggalos and they're being stupid, you use it to kick their little ass with. Now, I'm talking seriously.
Okay.
Seriously. Kick them in the ass until they're crying, until they're whining like little bitches.
I mean, wouldn't it be easier if I were him? Okay, so this is what he wants to do. Okay, so first off, he wants you to burn the ICP records, hit him in the fucking shins with the nunchucks, and then basically curb stomp you with the steel-toed work boots until you stop being a juggalo. And yes, I know I'm fresh. It is fresh to rep Skechers. The ultimate fucking dad work boot. Skechers gang, fam.
And, you know, that should hopefully cure them of being a juggalo after a while. And if it doesn't, well, I'm sorry. If that doesn't cure them of being a juggalo, then there's no hope. The mental illness will continue forever. And most likely your kid will go to jail.
Nah.
Hopefully you've got some other kids that, you know, haven't become juggalos yet. You can maybe have a fresh start with them, not make the same mistakes that you did on the other kid. And, no, that's just basically the way it is. Yeah.
I mean, okay, you know what? Here's what you do, okay? Like, this is the level of trolling that we had to fucking deal with back in the day, and it was just cringe as fuck. My boy I Drank What in the chat, like, I'm pretty sure that you've seen this before. You've probably, you know, like, Big Irish has probably showed you this video in the past. Okay, I have a much easier fucking way for you to cure the mental illness of the juggalo. Let time take its fucking course, okay? Because what's the one thing that stops fucking people from being juggalos if they decide to stop being juggalos is I grew out of it, okay? And if you can't wait that long, then all you do is you just tie him to a fucking pike, set him on fire, you know? Burn the witch. Like, how you know, the only reason this video is still up is because it's part of his lawyer's divorce discovery evidence. Just the middle parted hair, not even the threats of violence, right? Like, this poor fucking guy. Like, I'm pretty sure that, I don't know, I think that I think what it was is like this dude was a closet juggalo, and he was just trying to be a fucking troll, and be like, okay, this is what I have to do, in order to stop my kid from being a fellow fucking juggalo. And then his wife was just like, you lied to me about being a fucking juggalo, and then she murdered him, and then all of his videos just stopped fucking coming up at some point. Yeah. Oh god, dude, video responses need to come back. I shit you not. But yeah, that's basically all it is. But like this level of fucking, like, I look back at it and I cringe at myself for the things that I had to fucking feel and think when I saw this fucking dumb shit. But looking at it now, it's just like, oh my god. Like, this is so fucking cringe, bro. Like, this type of shit is just goddamn... I can't believe I was offended by this. But then again, this is the type of shit that I responded to that actually got me my career here as a Juggalo YouTuber. Ninja with the Pencil, you were around for that point in time too, I believe. So I'm pretty sure you remember it as well as I do. Alright, so... I'll steal your soul! Okay. Yeah, sadly. But yeah, I mean, like, this guy couldn't hold a candle to some of the other internet trolls that we fucking dealt with, like the Tulsa Anti-Juggalo League and the fucking, which were cringe in and of themselves as well, and the Bill Wagner crew. They actually, like, the Bill Wagner crew actually did some good shit. Some interesting, fun shit. Well, for them. But I would have to say, they ended up getting this one chick named Soybean that actually fucking, was like, she looked underage even though she wasn't, and she would like drink beer like right out of the 40 bottle to make it look like she was fucking edgy. And we actually found a way on how to fuck with her by making her uncomfortable when she was saying that she was underage, and we'd fuck with her. It was fucking hilarious as hell. How dare I change like numbers? How dare I change like number from 17? But anyways, yeah, so like this was like the troll shit that we had to deal with back in the day. And looking back at it now, it's pretty fucking cringe. But I wanted to end this show. I've got 2 more videos that I want to fucking do. And I actually want to fucking advertise some shit. So it's not going to be just like me making fun of this moron and stuff like that. But I just thought that was kind of funny. Like this video was literally called The Juggalo Problem. And the only reason why I came across this video was because I was actually thinking about how I got my start in the YouTube Juggalo community, which was to reply to shit like this. But I never replied to this fucking video. Instead, the guy who inspired me and my homie Child's Play Ninja to start making videos, the one and only Elliot419 replied to this video. And I was hoping to see a reply video from that, because then UltraForge actually ended up replying to Elliot419's video. Unfortunately, Elliot419 scrubbed his channel a long time ago, and there's very little left that I could find. But to do the next one, which if you look into the chat, like not in the chat, but if you look in the description, there's a couple of music video artists that I plugged, and this is actually the first one. I met this lovely young woman at the Gathering of the Juggalos. I've been a fan of hers for quite some time. I follow her on Instagram, Jayne Doe. And I love seeing her content because she is fun and bubbly. She's cute as a button. And she recently, yeah, exactly. Jayne Doe is a fucking sweetheart. And she literally is like the Juggalo version of Mary Tyler Moore. She lights the Juggalo world up with her smile. And I don't care how fucking cringe that sounds or how dated that sounds. It's the God's to honest truth. And I love her energy. And I've not yet seen this fucking music video, so I wanted to do a reaction to it. And before I get ahead of myself, I want to say this. I actually got a response from last week's episode when I did a react to the Juggalo Cowboy song, coming from Shots by Ricky himself. So I actually want to read this. So he actually said, number one, I appreciate the fact that you love the video itself, because I did. I loved it. Number two, 4:3 ratio is often used as a nostalgia feel and is accepted. And it fits perfectly on social medias like Instagram, etc. Which is true, but you also have the capability to shoot it in a widescreen definition, and then you can squelch it to a 4:3 format on that social media as well. So I don't think that would have been too much of a fucking problem. Number three, the beat is paid for. I have the lease agreement because I had a dispute with the other artist for the copyright issue. Then you might need to like mask over that, and I don't know, it probably doesn't matter now, but I just think it's funny because like it still took me a while to get over the idea of the watermarks from like Chapter 17, Devro, Shaggy the Airhead, DJ Chunk, Lazy and Crazy, like having all of these fucking and like having all of these fucking watermarks pop up. However, like the way that Devro and Chunk and fucking Shaggy the Airhead put their watermarks in the shit, it actually blends in with the fucking beat, so you're not trying to rap over the fucking watermark. So if you're actually able to move the watermark away from the opening chorus, then it might sound better and it wouldn't sound so fucking bad. And then number four, he said, thanks for the feedback, positive or negative. Which, personally, I honestly have to say this. For me shitting on that fucking song, not the music video, but the fucking song, the way that I fucking did, this is the way that you respond to something. So at least he's not yelling at you being like, whoop whoop, I'm gonna kill you with my hatchet. You know, like a lot of Juggalos used to do back in the fucking day. So, but I wanted to say, like, not everything that I fucking put up on here is gonna be me shitting on it. You know, I'm just giving my honest opinion on what I see and hear. That's kind of like how a fucking reaction video is worth. You know, even if I'm a friend or something like that, I'm going to tell you what I think. So here we go with Doyo.
Hi, I'm Jessie. This is my first song.
Yeah. See, I like this. So, like, the way that the camera movement is going, like, it's just constantly left and right. Which is her, just constantly fucking on the move. You know? And it's just, like, it's just ADHD like a motherfucker. You know? And it's obviously a different tempo and feel than Juggalo Cowboy. I'm going to say that much. So, like, right at the very beginning. Now, by the way, I will say this. I think it's very unique that there's a lot of stuff, if you know about Jayne Doe, you know, there's a lot of stuff that's kind of implemented into this. Like she's a baker by trade, and she also does some clown stuff. I'm not lumping Jayne in. I'm actually differentiating the two. I'm saying, like, with taking a look at the way that the camera movement is, it's very different than you know, the opening establishing shot, which was dope as fuck. And on top of that, this is also wide screen definition. This is literally filling my entire fucking TV. So going back to this, and this was actually shot at the spot that she works at. The balloon thing at the very beginning too. So like, oh, look at her just being all fucking cute. See, like I told you, like take a look at that smile. You know what I'm saying? Dot Strife probably filmed this with his iPhone. He could have, you know, like, I mean, shit, even my phone fucking shoots in 4K at 60 frames per second. Look at her, she's fucking cute as a button. But anyways, so, like, the one thing that really strikes me with this fucking song is, like, at the very beginning, you hear that fucking balloon squeak. Like, she actually swallows balloons. And and I think she said that the first couple of times that she did that, a couple of them popped, but she actually has a recent video where she does do the balloon swallowing trick, doesn't fucking pop. The chick at the Miss Juggalette pageant, on the other hand, though, her balloon fucking popped, and somebody had to point that out. My response to that was, well, obviously she's not a throat goat like fucking Jane Doe over here. She literally fucking called herself that, though. So I can say it too. I'm just backing her up.
Hi, I'm Jessie. This is my first song. Magic little shorty with a disappearing eye. Fucked it up a couple times, now I want my shit back. Little simple thinker with a dull and rusty axe. If I had no place to put it, I would put it in your back.
Ugh.
Jessie, ever you could call me Yo-Yo. I'm the greatest rapper ever, that's a joke.
See, like, that's one thing. Like, listen to that. She's like, my name is Jessie, but you can call me Doyo. I'm the greatest rapper, but that's a joke, though. I love that. Because, like, she basically is obviously showing you that she is not taking what she's doing fucking seriously. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, what people don't understand, you can be a Juggalo, enjoy ICB as a band, while being a mature adult and not act so goofy and dumb like you're 16 all the time. Wisdom comes with age and maturity. Right? Damn, Trailer Park. I wish I could fucking pop that up. But yeah, Jane Doe is what Daffodil Nikki thinks she is. Although, hey, let's give Daffodil Nikki a little bit of credit where credit is due. She did actually do something for the Juggalo community, which was giving us the ability to use the hard R. Okay, so because, you know, Juggalos. But anyways, like, this is the one thing that I feel like really differentiates from the last music video that I reacted to. She's not taking herself seriously, and she's having fun with what she's doing. Like, you can literally see that in this music video. There's absolutely nothing fucking serious about this at all. And that's what I actually like about this. And it's shot in 4K. Is that a little bit of was that just like a little bit of like CGI effect or something like that with like the confetti popping up? I can do that too, fam. Orton pose. Like, she's Orton posing. We're trying to find it. Yeah, like, that's just like a little confetti pop. Like, she filmed this video, laid the vocals, and still made 45 apple pies after this. No fucking shit, dude. Like, I'm pretty sure that's how it went, too. I mean, I've seen her do lives where she was, like, baking shit. I did. Like, if you see her at a show, come say hi. And that's exactly what I did at the gathering. So, like, I mean, dude, this is only like 2 minutes long. But I honestly have to say there's way too much fucking movement with this. But then again, ADHD is a motherfucker, you know? And she's such a fucking sweetheart. I spent like maybe a good 5-10 minutes talking to her because, like, on Instagram, she ended up saying some stuff about how she ended up going overseas and fucking, I believe she went to Norway and they ended up doing some shooting over there. So, like that, and I think also the Netherlands. Maybe I'm wrong. I'm not sure. I do believe she said something about, you know, like she was up there in Scandinavia and shit like that. And they shot more shit. So from what I'm to understand, there should be another fucking music video for her coming out. So, and on top of that, by the way, I'm not gonna, you know, like I'm getting ready to go to the next fucking video. We got one last video to watch. I will say this, like Jane Doe, sweet as a button, sweet as a peach. She's cute as a button. She's very bubbly, and that's why I follow her on Instagram. I mean, it does kind of help. That smile on her face is very fucking cute too. I like seeing the woman smile. However, like this isn't the first time that she's had a music video. She's got another music video on her own channel. So go ahead and follow her to watch the other one. And I believe that this means that there's going to be another music video that she's going to be coming out with soon. You can also check her out on Spotify, Apple Music, and fucking Google Music to listen to her entire EP, the Yodo EP. And I had to take a sip of my diet, fucking not diet, but cherry Pepsi as I finished that up. But this last one, like I said at the very beginning of my show, like I'm pretty much, yeah, there's like not a bad thing at all that you could say about her. There is one music video that I thought was really fucking dope that she did, and I think it was from R.A. the Rugged Man that she was in. Like that fucking music video, that like that was like the best acting I've seen her in. And that was like one of the things that really made me want to fucking watch her, because it was in complete contrast to what she was showing me on Instagram. So it really shows that she has range in acting capabilities. And the way that Dot Strife recorded this video, fucking chef's kiss. Once again, just like the establishing shot in Juggalo Cowboy, and that's the only thing I like about that music video. That was chef's kiss. This entire music video as a whole that I've seen so far, complete chef's kiss. Now we're going to finish this up with this last music video. Now, like I said at the very beginning of the show, I'm actually about trying to fucking, put shit out there for homies and shit like that. I'm doing what I can to try to help out Don Chaos. I'm trying to do what I can to help out with American Stonehenge. I'm trying to do what I can to help out with Tales from the Lotus podcast. Putting their names out there. Now, I don't need to do that for Jane Doe, and I don't have to really do that for the next person that I'm about to fucking watch, which is my homie 216Zay. Bumped into him at the fucking gathering of the Juggalos. I told him, dude, I've been hearing a lot of shit, like you've been making waves on the underground. I couldn't be happier for that dude. And I just found out like recently that he had a video that he released on his channel over the last week. Song is called How It Be, featuring CMC. And I haven't watched this music video, so I'm gonna fucking check it out. Like I remember watching his first video, and he was all about fucking repping the Jugganati. Like he was a fucking cheerleader for the fucking Jugganati when we were growing it. And it's interesting to see how things have fucking progressed since then. So let's go ahead and see what we got going on here. Damn.
Yo, what's up? Bro, what are you wearing? What do you mean? You said it was a beach party. I'm at the beach. I even got my strap too, dude. Everything's set.
Yeah.
Dog, we're shooting a video. What do you mean?
Ha!
We're shooting a video, man. The party's tomorrow. All right. Hold on one second. Hold this.
Okay. Oh, okay. Okay, so yeah, just smooth cutting right there. Look at this shit. Look at, man. Dude, he's got that Gengar boy wrapped around his neck. Like, this motherfucker looking like a fluorescent Ric Flair. What the fuck? Hell yeah. And you take a look at Zay over on the fucking side. He's just like eyeballing this fucking outfit. This motherfucker's outfit is loud. Like, this is loud as shit. I mean, in a way, it kind of looks like a combination of shit that I would have worn in the 80s, mixed up with the fucking fluorescent Dudley Boys glasses. I can't fuck with this. I gotta catch that again. Hold on. This whole fucking thing. Oh, man. And it's funny that I said fluorescent Ric Flair, because look at the shirt, the before shirt. Kiss stealing, wheeling, dealing, son of a gun. He's wearing a Space Mountain shirt.
We're shooting a video, man. The party's tomorrow. All right. Hold
He's like, hold this. Boom, boom. What? How the fuck did you do that? Oh, this is gonna be a great fucking video, I can tell. Alright. Alright, here we go.
And that's just how it be. I'ma pull up gripping on that line. And that's just how it be. I might take your bitch and make her mine.
Alright.
Talking facts like mine's carrot kitchen fine. And that's just how it be. It's the greatest of all time. And that's just how it be. I'ma pull up gripping on that line. And that's just how it be.
Dude, I can already fucking imagine what this is gonna sound like in my fucking Prius. Holy shit. I love the way that that bass is kicking hard. The way that this dude is flowing is fucking dope. And I really like that fucking earring. You know, because fucking reasons. Fucking reasons. Ghost House Entertainment, yeah, I got picked up. West Side, Cleveland, yeah. Figured out we clicked up. Smoking blunts, talking shit with CMC. We just speaking facts, I don't even need no beat. We just ride out. If you fuck around, you gon' find out. I ain't never dug a hole I couldn't climb out. Haters see me doing good, so they're dropping dimes now. Penny for your thoughts, kill yourself, Amy Winehouse. Oh, bro. Damn. Oh my god, dude, that was fucking fantastic. That fucking bar. Damn, son. Now a penny. Damn, dude. Haters dropping dimes. Now a penny for your thoughts. Kill yourself, Amy Winehouse. Oh my god, that shit was fucking cold. Oh my god, dude. Literally fucking a complete changeover from when he started, bro. Like, I gotta say, that's the shit right there. Look at what he's drinking, too. He's got that fucking Moon Mist boy in his hand. Of course. Twisted Ray Juggalos never die. I got the picture to prove that, haters. Oh, let's keep it going. I took a lot of losses, but now I'm on some boss shit. Swear to God, I'll make it, yo, no matter what it cost it. I'll be in the gym, no CrossFit. Ready for you pussies trying to start shit. Hey, that's just how it be. Damn. Gripping on that line. And that's just how it be. I might take your bitch and make her mine. And that's just how it be. Talking facts like mine's carrot kitchen fine. And that's just how it be. It's the greatest of all time. And that's just how it be. I'ma pull a grip. Like, damn, dude. Fucking Zay killed that shit. That fucking verse was just fire. Look, I be talking shit like I'm a toilet bowl. It's diarrhea of the mouth till I destroy the flow. Cause they and I be teaming up just like the Harlem Heat. And spin a Rooney on the pony like it's Booker T. Oh, damn. Okay, I dig this dude. You can definitely tell that he's a fucking wrestling fan. And, you know, like, I like that. Like, just all of that old school WCW talk right there. He fucking mentioned Harlem Heat, the Spinner Rooney, bro. And the way that he flows, like, it is kind of fucking, it does feel a little cookie cutter, but the bars is where it's at with this type of shit. Like, a lot of people would say, like, Vinny Paz, you know, he's got a very simplistic, very cookie cutter fucking flow style, but the bars is where it's at with Vinny Paz. And I get that feel with the way that this dude's doing it. Like, in mid-verse, Zay ended up fucking changing up his fucking cadence, which was dope. Or, like, at least the fucking bar style. The bar style, like, the way that he fucking just changed it up, because it was like, da-da-da-da-da-da-da. You know, like, the whole fucking line about the CrossFit shit. Like, the way that fucking came up. And the video in and of itself, I haven't really focused a whole lot on the fucking video. One of the things that I would say about the video is I have nothing to say about the fucking video. It's cut pretty fucking nice. I'm not, like the fucking way that it was shot, I can say is very comforting for me. I always liked wrestling lyrics thrown into rap tracks. We need more of that, right? A picture of Monoxide looking just like my dead best friend. No, but like this dude, you can clearly fucking tell he's a wrestling fan. Not just from the Ric Flair shirt. He's got the fucking Dudley Boys glasses. He's spitting bars with wrestling shit. Like, let's go back onto that. Like, the way that he started the verse, though, I was kind of ick about it because I be talking shit like a toilet bowl. Okay, that sounds very fucking cookie cutter. But then once he gets into it, then it starts to fucking do very well. Like, he makes up for that opening. And he makes up for it with the rest of the fucking flow.
Talking shit like I'm a toilet bowl. It's diarrhea of the mouth till I destroy the flow. Cause they and I be teaming up just like the Harlem Heat. And spin a Rooney on the pony like it's Booker T. We getting loony, better tune in for the lunacy. I cook you up inside the kitchen, you just sue to me. You fluency, well maybe you should move and get
okay.
Things or else I'll probably set up your body and start the unit. This is how it be. I'ma pull up gripping on that vine. And that's just how it be. I might take your bitch and make her mine.
Ooh.
Facts like Miles Garrett catching fire. That's just how it be. GOTJ is the greatest of all time. That's just how it be.
And this beat though.
That's just how it be. I might take your bitch and make her mine. That's just how it be. Facts like Miles Garrett catching fire. That's just how it be. GOTJ is the greatest of all time.
Just the way that the fucking beat is though, and the like. Okay, so he did make up for that. He's still trying to fucking jump into the goddamn lake. So yeah, dude, like that's it. Like that's the fucking shit. The way that fucking Zay fucking did his shit, oh my god, like it is a huge fucking contrast. You know what I'm saying? Like it is a huge fucking contrast to the way it was when he first fucking came in. It is like as far as memory fucking serves. And the fucking way that he just changed it up in the middle of the fucking verse and changed the fucking cadence a little bit, fresh as hell. The other guy, like I was questioning at first because I was just like, motherfucking toilet bowl, like what the fuck? Like that was the first fucking thought that came into my mind. And the it seems like it has like a running gimmick where he keeps on trying to fucking get in the water. Like he keeps on, like even in this still shot, like this is the last frame of the fucking music video. He's still trying to get into the water. So that's kind of like everything about that dude is a fucking comedic effect, which I really have to enjoy, you know? And I'm not saying any of this because of the fact that I know Zay personally, you know, or anything like that. This is just how I feel in the moment that I'm watching this. And it's a feel-good fucking video as far as I'm concerned. So we got two fucking music videos. I'm entertained. I'm entertained with both of those for different reasons. I mean, with Jayne Doe, like, obviously isn't fucking taking this shit seriously. She's having fun with it. And that's really what it shows in the fucking music video. And with Zay being a more professional fucking hip hop artist, and kind of like in the music video, like the opening of that music video is fucking hilarious. I love that opening for the fucking music video. Hold on a second. Let me go back to it. So yeah, right here he's like, we're going to the beach. We're shooting a video. I love this.
We're shooting a video, man. The party's tomorrow. All right. Hold on one second. Hold this.
So like he just jumps into that. I love that. I fucking love that shit. Let's see. Ouija drops so much I don't really be listening to anybody else outside of Darby. I mean, like, dude, I'm trying to fucking get myself more into wanting to watch other artists and stuff like that. And to try to just give my opinion on what it is that I'm watching, you know? And when it concerns, like, Zay, like, I haven't seen Zay since, I haven't seen a Zay video in a long time. Mostly because of some, some inner beefing split shit with the Jugganati and stuff like that. So I'm like, I don't know where to fucking go. But like with Ouija, like Ouija drops a lot of shit. I haven't seen Darby post anything new in like a year. Although I did bump into Darby at the fucking gathering, and it was cool to know that he knows who the fuck I am. And still remembers who the fuck I am. Because of the shit that I fucking do up on here. But I have to wrap it up. That's it for the show. Thank you guys for watching. Make sure that you subscribe if you haven't already. Check the links below. And I don't know if you saw it or not, but I also got some fucking merch available. I don't have this as a fucking t-shirt or anything like that, but I do have me as a Super Saiyan, and I personally think that that's a dope ass fucking piece of drip right there. I don't do the all around print like Lazy and Crazy. I like to keep my shit black. I fuck with SON on a personal level, but none of his people are in his camp. Haters love sucking balls. That is basically true. But you know what's funny? Haters are still your biggest fan. Because if you can fucking disappear off the face of the internet for 6 months and they still fucking talk about you, they're a fan. With that being said, I'm Crazy McKormik. Thank you guys for watching. I'll be back next week for hopefully some other shit. We'll watch some more fucking videos and have a good time. In the meantime, check out all the other channels that I posted below in the description. And keep your eye out. You never know where on the Juggalo internet I'm going to fucking show up. With that being said, I'm out this bitch. Deuces. You guys have a good one. Peace.